Hi, Danielle. So I've collected together some quotes that mean something to me because it was quite good looking at a few from that book last week. So I thought it might be good to get some other ones that aren't just from a book, but quotes in general that we've come across over the years.
That's a great idea. I have some that have really inspired me in life. And I was on Facebook last night. I was thinking, right, what quotes do mean a lot to me? So I was looking at quotes I've posted before. I was thinking to myself, how did I actually get interested in quotes? Because I love them. I use them all the time and they do really inspire me. So I was looking at Google last night and then a quote came up and I thought, oh my goodness, that's when I first started looking at quotes. And the quote is, "Be the change that you wish to see in the world," by Gandhi. Now, when I was a student at university, I used my student loan to fly to New York. And this quote was the first quote I've seen or even bought. I was in a souvenir shop in Times Square and it was on a coaster. And I looked at it and I thought, I probably didn't give it as much thought as I would do now, but I looked at it and I thought, oh, that looks really good. I'll buy that because I'm a bit of a shopaholic anyway. And so I think you need to take time to dwell on quotes and think about them. So be the change that you wish to be in the world. Recent events have highlighted that it's very important to be the change that you wish to see in the world, even if it's unintentionally. But lots of people are intentionally wanting change in the world, and that's really important. And it's sometimes important to take the unpopular choice or the unknown route, because usually the popular route is the average route. And I was reading a book called Principles by Ray Dalio, and he said that, all the popular things are average, like popular drink, Coca-Cola. So it's really important, if you want to be the change in the world, you need to think outside the box. You need to take the unknown route. You need to take a risk. You need to take the scary route. You need to take the route that not many people are going down.
And that links quite a lot to things we read in The Compound Effect, doesn't it? Where if there's something that you want to do, if you know that you want a certain thing in life, don't sit there and go, oh, well, one day it will happen. You need to act as though, right, well, if I was already in that place, what would I be doing? If I already had that measure of success, what would my behavior be? Well, let's start behaving like that now.
Absolutely.
And when you stop, and rather than waiting for the crowd to follow you, just like, well, no, I'm not going to accept this because this is unacceptable. And I'm going to take this action, and because that's the person I want to be and that's where I want to be. And other people will catch up or they won't. But you'll be holding true to your values and your morals, and you'll be heading towards your successes.
Very true. And also doing the things that most people don't want to do or wouldn't do. So, in business, all the late nights, the early mornings, I've missed so many sunny days just because I've been working and I've had to do lots of admin. And you do have to get the balance, though. That is very important, because also I read that you have to act now as if, the way you want to be for the rest of your life. Because if you keep climbing that cliff and you keep overworking, then you're never going to get there. You'll always be like that, and then you'll get to 80 and think, why have I done this all my life? But it is important. I hate early mornings. I hate them. I am definitely not an early morning person. I know they say that you can make yourself an early morning person, but I'm going to have to do it for a year then and see if it makes any difference, because I've been doing it for a few months and it's not working. It actually ruins my whole day. Because if I get up early, I think because I have late nights though as well, maybe if I went to bed earlier, that would work.
I think you're something of a night owl.
Yes.
And it's very difficult to be a night owl and an early morning person together. You kind of need to decide which end of the day do you want that quiet time all to yourself when you can get on with your work.
Exactly. You can't be both, but they don't tell you that, though. They don't tell you that. Well, they may somewhere.
Some people do claim to be both and only have 5 hours sleep a night, but that's not me.
That's not healthy.